Oh boy, here we go. I gotta say, I think I like streaming the Tuesday night better.
Oh, then in the morning. It's
Yeah,
just it's tough to make. Well, I don't know about everybody else, but it's tough for me to make.
You guys start streaming when I'm starting first period. Like, I literally can't watch on mornings.
yeah. I just wake up and walk to the
I will
computer.
say I'm off next Monday, so there's a chance that I will be able to attend that one,
Oh, that's
but
epic.
we will see. Do you want me to app that PR is starting?
Sure. I mean, well, we're live, so I think we're gonna jump into it because we've stalled a little bit. First, welcome to the PR. Corey is teaching a class, but I'm joined by Tim and Ernest today.
Hi.
Uh, how's
And
everybody
we
doing?
have 50 subscribers, so that's pretty dope. Shout out to gaming.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I just wanted to put that out there. But anyway, we got a lot of gaming to get into today. Really, really good sets this week. And there's still like so much that we can't even get to in a reasonable amount of time. So since I have two lovely guests, we're gonna spend some time going through their sets because they were both really cool and they were well built and well piloted. So yeah, anything you guys want to add before we jump into gaming or?
I would just like to say, I would just like to say that Corey is scared. Snatched his chain, and now he has to teach class. Coincidence? I think not.
So true.
Yikes. Imagine using PR as a call out tool.
Of making a call out post on my youtube.com.
I'm
New
making a
Year
call out post
Award
on someone
2026.
else
On someone
on
else's
your
youtube.com.
YouTube.com. It's
Oh
crazy.
shit. All right, Tim, we're gonna get started with your set. You went up against Jordan. Going in, this is a very pivotal set. Both players at 3 and 4, and at the time in the Blaze Conference, that was good enough to be the 5 seed. So win this game, and you're in a great position. Lose this game, and things get rough. So Tim, what was your thought process going into your set besides the pressure of I have to win?
Was Oh my god, Jordan's team is scary. There's a lot of dudes here who just are very difficult to deal with. Staraptor and the Calcs was really, really scary on paper. And then Gengar is just very irritating to deal with. Just because it's Gengar and it can do a whole lot of stuff. And of course there's a Garchomp. And whenever you're looking down a Garchomp, it's frightening. So when I was building, my attention was kind of on those guys, and also how to make Conk work if Slowbro was there. Because admittedly, Slowbro was kind of scary until I looked at the numbers, and then he became a little bit less because I realized Thunder Punch will do 50% of his health, even if he's fully invested with max defense and max HP.
That's crazy.
That's Conk
wild.
Diesel, dude.
He is insane. This Pokemon is stupid. So the Miltank is fully Fizz-Def. The idea was its job is to get rocks up immediately so that Staraptor can't switch in for free. And then it was basically just going to sit there on the field and hurt whatever was there. Thanks to a suggestion from you, it has Icy Wind and T-Wave. T-Wave punishes most of the things on this team. And then Icy Wind was originally Ice Punch in case Garchomp came in, but Icy Wind dropped speed and just, I think, did a little bit more damage, so it ended up
And no
being...
Ruskin too, which is always really cool.
Yeah.
Yes, so that I live a little bit longer.
Yeah. But now, going into the set live, looking at team preview, me and Xiao noticeably not here. Has been a staple of Jordan's lineups. And
I was
double
scared of
water.
that, right?
Yeah. So not
And
seeing
I
that
ki-
definitely helps.
I kind of get it. You look at Starmie, who's faster. You look at Gliscor, but honestly, I probably would have brought it. I think just that those high jump kicks are so scary. You can tech on HPIs and stuff like that.
That's true.
And the U-turn momentum is not nothing.
Always helpful.
Worth noting, Minchao has like 95 base special attack, which I didn't know, so like those HP ices are not insignificant to Gliscor.
Yeah, that's probably a 2-hit, realistically.
Yeah, it has a chance to.
So that's some big damage. So a big sigh of relief there. But I'm looking at Jordan's team, and of course, the big one that stands out to me is Scizor. I know when we were preparing your team a little bit, I did kind of mention, hey, Scarf Scizor looks like it could be really annoying. Just be careful about that, and we will see that it is Scarf Scizor. And without further ado, here we go. All right, so off the rip, we got Miltank setting up the rocks in front of Garchomp, which is excellent.
Rocks up.
Going for a little chip, getting toxic. So it's funny, right when you reveal Facade, you go and get toxic. So now you're swinging, and that is one great start.
Facade was there just because I was scared of Gengar with Wisp, which is not fun to my team. So the Facade was like, I've got another status absorber if I need to.
Yeah, I know. Here's this CC doing 80 bajillion damage.
This is game 2. Did you mean
I
for
also just realized this is game 2. So this is slightly out of order. Great start. Let's pretend that nobody saw what that Miltank was. And let's look at him again, but from a different angle. Same lead. Same
similar.
Situation. And now, look at this. Brave Bird doing nothing? Parrot, done. Staraptor
Actually,
defeated.
if we could pause here.
Sure.
One thing that I will say that we saw differently than the start to last game is instead of going into Seismitoad and switching Staraptor in after the rocks were up, it came in before, and now we have a dead Miltank and a Staraptor with 58 that is paralyzed, mind you, but with 50% HP. That's potentially one more Brave Bird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so honest though. I am so happy to trade Miltank for Staraptor any day of the week because those Brave Birds in close combats are scary into my team.
Yeah, and the rocks
exactly. And in this instance, Staraptor's in before the rocks. In the game that we pretend not to see, it came in after the rocks, and it was at like 16% in the same situation.
Yeah. So big difference there. So we're cruising along. Here comes Starmie. Psychic is going to take this guy out.
Yeah, Starmie killed this guy. Many such cases.
All right, now here's Scizor coming in, and here's Pursuit. Starmie eats that up. Throws off a huge Life Orb Scald.
I like staying in there. Because you just got to assume that it's trying to Pursuit trap in that instance.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of wasn't going to assume it's going to do anything else. And then I figured Matt had talked in an earlier PR about like scouting for information. So this was my scout. I was like, Starmie's pretty much dead. I assume this thing is Scarf, but I'm going to leave Starmie in to die and confirm that. And it is in fact Scarf because it's faster than me. But now Staple Gun comes in.
Going off Ice Fang. A fair click. Now you got the orb, which is great. Throw off a Toxic into Seismitoad. But
we're just
and immediately die for my troubles.
Oh no! Look out!
That was really bad on my part.
Yeah. Do you have Protect?
I do, but I was like, oh, let me get a Toxic off on this thing because I need to start whittling it down because it's kind of bulky and like I'm not gonna one-shot it with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my thought.
Okay, so we're gonna see Slowbro come in here and not ready to start clicking Thunder Punch, but she scouts for it. So a good play to go into Seismitoad. Maybe try to establish rocks. Big Dark Pulse. But now looking, there are no Dark Pulse switch-ins at all. So you can freely
I think Hydreigon's about to...
There is technically, so her Garchomp is faster. We are both Scarf, but Garchomp obviously is faster, so I do have to switch out here.
Dual Chop.
And we see Dual Chop, which is interesting. Because again, Outrage is pretty free at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say as a fellow Chomp abuser, I look at this game state. I know I'm faster than Hydreigon. I'm clicking Outrage.
Yeah.
Make Conkeldurr have to kill me for it, and then you got Gengar in the back. You got speed.
Yeah, like it's not the end of the world. And even here, still not clicking it, going for Dual Chop and the flame body,
Again,
and it lives.
Yeah,
yeah.
that hurts so bad.
That's rough. And even like, it's like, I understand dual chop, it's a nice move for focus sashes, but Tim doesn't really have a team that brings focus sash. Even if this was like
Yeah,
Dragon
that could
Claw.
just be. Yeah, and then you have less chances to burn. Yeah.
Exactly. Now here comes Conch Elder, throwing off the Mach Punch. But at this point, if this Gengar does have sub, it's probably going to spam it. Here it is. But you just got to get Hydreigon in and click Dark Pulse. As long as there's no sub, you'll be all right. But an unfortunate burn for Jordan.
Very unfortunate. I think what she's waiting for here is me to get low enough with Life Orb Chip that she thinks she can finish me, but then it doesn't work.
It still isn't enough.
Conkeldurr is just so good. Man.
That's a good guy.
That's so cool.
Dumb Pokemon, and I love him.
He's broken. So game 2, maybe we'll see Jordan switch into something like Seismitoad instead of Staraptor to avoid Staraptor getting paralyzed so soon. That was good. What a good play by Jordan. Going for Facade. Okay, I'm gonna cut the shit as we just get back to where we initially started. Throwing off a big Facade, doing 40%. Jordan gets her rocks up. Then makes the play into Staraptor, which is not great.
Yeah, it's tough because now you take a little bit of damage on coming in. You take the rocks damage.
Yeah.
So.
In my note, I wrote that the cow is now. It has it beat Seismographs and Raptor. That's incredible. I did not beat Seismographs because he's still at 50%. So I don't know what I was talking about.
You know what? A Staraptor and a half will take it. That's a dead sizzle.
Yeah. Jordan not knowing that you're Scarf.
You're also Scarf.
I am. Double Scarf meta. I am David's favorite team. I'm double Scarf with a Resist Berry.
Yeah. So at least
and with Gliscor, like some people will call this team weenie. I call this team getting it done.
Get it done.
So
that's
I
right.
do have Ice Fang, by the way, but I didn't click it there because I didn't want to die to Rough Skin Chip.
Yeah, definitely the right call. And Gengar sub does not break the Ice Fang.
Does not break the sub. Okay.
No, it is very unfortunate.
Yeah. I will say though, I know you have Protect because you'd mentioned it. You gotta be clicking Protect to get some more Poison Heal back. Like here, like there's no reason to let Gliscor die. You could get that chip, then go into Hydreigon. Try to keep him alive because there is still Garchomp.
Yeah, I was afraid by tunnel visions, and I was like, I can't let Gengar get up a sub for free. I have to start putting pressure on it, even though that doesn't actually make a difference.
Mm-hmm. Sacking Chandelure, definitely the right play here, just because you got to get Kelder in. You take one, get rid of Chomp, and Hydreigon is looking delicious.
Yeah, Hydreigon, please compress Dark Pulse twice.
Yes. But yeah, I think you piloted this game really well. A little bit we could work on with the Gliscor, but I think you played that really well.
Being able to click Dark Pulse in the end game.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Sometimes you just got to put your dragon on the field to click the button.
If there's one takeaway I have with this set, because both teams have scary dragons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we saw in the end game there, you both got your scary dragon. They're both choice scarfed. We just have to set up position for either one of them to win. And I think what we saw is Tim do a much better job of setting the field for Hydreigon to just come in and just press that one button a few more times.
That's right.
And get it done.
I will say, in Jordan's defense, she was very unlucky with the burn in game 1. And without that, I definitely lost that one. But in game 2, I didn't get the burn. I did get to cheat, which was very sad for me.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Flame Body's what, 30%? So with
Something like
dual
that.
chop hitting it, it's like a 50% chance of getting burned, and she dual chopping you twice. That's pretty
Yeah.
good odds of getting it at least once. And I mean, hey, that's what it's there for, right?
Yeah, well, I was never going to run Flash Fire into this team because there's not really a reason to.
True. But hey, it worked out well. And yeah. Good job, Tim.
Yay.
So let's.
That was a great game.
I want to jump to.
We got
Oh, here we go. Ernest, we're going to jump to
Okay.
your game.
Yippee!
This was a very anticipated set. Corey, of course,
lot of
is
stack
not
talk.
here, which is unfortunate because this would have been really fun to have both of you in the call for it, but unfortunately, he is teaching the youth.
You gotta teach the youth. Gotta make sure that they're ready and prepared so they don't get done in Pokemon like this, like their wonderful professor.
I love how we're still keeping up the trash talking when the man
Hey,
is not even
I-
here to defend himself.
I was called out on YouTube.com. He said he was gonna get me. I'm gonna get him allegedly before I lose this next
So-
set.
Let's talk about it. So I do have a little bit of a couple notes from Corey, and it is pretty direct. Of fuck the trade machine. How did you let this happen? That's period. That's all the notes I got.
That's a funny thing. That's funny for a reason we're gonna find out very soon.
Yes.
that final tagline.
So,
Uh,
Ernest, talk about your process because you've been cooking this for a while now.
Yes. So this was a very highly anticipated set for me as well. I know I'm talking a lot of shit, but that's mostly because me and Corey, whenever we have these sets in season, it's a lot of fun for both of us to hey, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
So this is this was more of the same. I'm always excited to play against Corey. Going all the way back to Gen 9 when I first started, and I had to assemble the Avengers to have even the closest shot to beating them. So there's a little bit of history here also. My team this go around, my thought process really was okay. I see my Lodic on the other side. My two big sweepers that I want to bring to this set, my Cloyster and my Garchomp, both need my Lodic gone to win this game. So my initial thought was, how do we get my Lodic gone? Because if we look at the team previews here, if my Lodic's not there, Garchomp goes crazy, Cloyster goes crazy.
One of them will break and the other one will clean, kind of deal.
Exactly. So that was my game plan going in.
So kind of looking at this team preview, so I did I had the opportunity to assist both of you in a little bit of building. I know Corey he had very similar thought of, I need my Lodic to not lose to Cloyster, and my Lodic was kind of like, okay, like protect the president, keep my Lodic healthy, and just try to create enough offensive pressure to withstand your assault while also keeping up momentum. Because it's very hard to do that when you got to deal with the three best spammable offensive types. So you got ice, you got dragon, you got flying. You just spam them, and there's very little recourse to it. And of course, Garchomp also has the ground typing, which is also spammable. Right, so defensively, it's pretty impossible to stop that unless you have Bronzong, which, oh wait, he's on your team, so you can't really do that with one guy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself.
But I think this is one where I think the Mons are going to do a lot of the talking. So you can kind of talk in circles about, like, it's like, oh, we can try this for this specific thing, and it's really just, this first game is about figuring out how each player is going to play. And here's Drill, and here's Tornadus. We see Superpower, turn 1, bring Excadrill down to Sash.
That.
Rock
So
Tomb, bye.
Yeah. So this was interesting. I didn't expect to see lead Escadrille. I saw Machamp, and one of my thought processes in my head was if it's lead Machamp, I have to trade down. Because if I start getting dynamic punch, this thing will run away from me very fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of why I led Torn there. I was surprised for one that Superpower brought Escadrille down to Sash. That was something to keep in mind because it doesn't always do that. And also seeing that he wanted to lead Escadrille is interesting to see.
Yeah. I can also jump in here. This was my idea, was just an HO Excadrill, because Corey couldn't figure out how to build this guy. Whether to do like Scarf, which he's been doing all season, or a variation. So I kind of suggested, why don't you just get your rocks up, and you could just start clicking buttons. And if Cloyster tries to set up on you, then you could just go hard into Milotic and just kind of stop that from really going on. But we can continue. But that was the thought process there. Here comes Chomp. Going for SD, getting greedy. Turn 3. Huge crit here on the Yachi Bear.
Yeah, that crit hurts. So the SD there is to try to do the game plan, right? Try to soften this team up and let Cloyster in the sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing that Escadrille is not scarfed was also kind of music to my ears, because now Garchomp is like the fastest thing in this matchup.
Yeah.
And other than Tornadus, but that's also on my side. Right. So now Garchomp is just able to run wild.
Mm-hmm.
When he doesn't get crit and die on turn 3.
Of course, yeah, that's super unfortunate. And then seeing the 81% on Tyranitar, this is going to be important to know throughout this set, because realistically, there are little switch-ins to this Garchomp. And we see Corey willing to just trade Tyranitar just to get Garchomp confused, bring in Machamp, who has Vacuum Wave, to pick it off.
That was also another light bulb moment. I was like, okay, so it's not Bullet Punch, it's Vacuum Wave. I know exactly who that's for. Yeah.
So we gotta be
Hydro Pump doing 53 to Shaman was crazy.
That was insane. I couldn't believe that.
There's a lot of damage.
We learned a lot of important damage rolls here. So the 61% on Venusaur is going to be super important. Now here comes Ryun. Ryun's going to try to pick off Venusaur and just die to pump, which
that was another
terrifying set of events.
Yeah,
Politoed did a lot of work.
Yeah, seriously. I would say we're definitely seeing Corey play very protective of Milotic in game 1. Because Cloyster is still alive, he doesn't want to let it hit the field. Which, like, I kind of understand, but also, like, do you really want to let Reuniclus die? When you could bring in Milotic and then just click recover right after, and then be fine.
Now, when it killed, it kind of caught us both by well, at least it caught me by surprise for sure. But he did also in that moment say, "Wow, that just killed." So I don't know that he thought Reuniclus would just die. I guess he doesn't know Politoed's specs just yet.
Yeah, I think he does.
Well, then again, you see the Shaman numbers, you gotta assume.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. Yeah. So getting that Scald Burn is really nice. Because now this Choice Bandit, which we did not get a chance to talk about. Bronzong is Trick Choice Band, and Milotic is now
banded up.
So Machamp has to come in. And you would like to go for Icicle Spear.
I guess that's a misplay. I should have just smashed, but I guess I wasn't fully confident. Vacuum Wave wouldn't just kill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we see Corey click the Vacuum Wave, and it does 60%. So you might have lived, but I think you would have died to the next Life Orb recoil.
Yeah, but that's enough for Venusaur to come in.
Yeah, And we see that this Machamp is Custap Berry, which it eats, but whether Corey forgot or not, does not go for close combat, which would have definitely taken out Cloyster.
I think we both were. I don't want to say nervous, but like we said, this game was highly anticipated by the both of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think there's some plays here made because in the moment, like the quote unquote stakes are high.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, some things you don't think about, and you're thinking, okay, I have to vacuum wave the Cloyster, but maybe he's trying to play around you potentially having ice shard, which is also real.
Yeah.
So I can understand why, but still, we go on to game 2, where half the Pokemon are missing.
Actually, nobody showed up to work today.
Yeah, nobody wants to work anymore. So Drill is here on Cloyster. Get up rocks and go for Shell Smash. Which is not great because Corey also just likes to let Drill die instead of going into Milotic.
So what we're about to see happen here is exactly how I dreamt it going.
Mm-hmm.
When I built this team, I was really hoping that Dredigan would be here, Lee Dredigan would be here,
mm-hmm.
and Cloyster could Shell Smash turn 1 on Dredigan.
Right.
But we see Escadrille has afforded me the same opportunity. Because I'm not necessarily trying, like I said, I'm not trying to win with Cloyster or Garchomp. I'm just trying to win with one or the other. So it's like, if Cloyster goes down turn 3, but Milotic is chipped, that's perfect. If Garchomp goes down early, but Milotic is chipped, that's perfect as well.
Mm-hmm. So over these last couple turns, we've seen Venusaur take some Life Orb recoil, kind of scouting out what its grass move is. Venusaur has ended up in Psychic range.
Yeah, that was tough.
So that was well played on Corey's part. So now here's the Garchomp. Here's the SD. And the HP Ice. Pop the Yachi. And here we go. So Milotic is going to get sacked here. It's done everything it needs to do. Now here comes Tyranitar, who is invisible. But if we remember from game 1, it took around 41. I think it was 81%, something like that.
81.
Yeah. So T-Star can live this hit. And it does pack Ice Beam to finish it off. But Mandate of Heaven says no.
Yeah, good crit. That was a big crit.
That was huge. Whether it was a roll or not is kind of unclear, but you can assume that at least is a higher percent than a crit.
Yeah.
So right here, if Garchomp hits itself, we have a game. And it did. And we have a game.
And Corey elects to set up Trick Room.
Which is definitely the right play.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've seen Reuniclus get to do something except die. And now Bronzong coming in.
I got
trying to switch a Roo. You get the wrong guy. But give it back.
Give it back.
that was so funny.
Give it back because I don't want to die to this close combat.
Yeah.
I still have Trick Room, and I should have did it a third time, like a boss.
That would have been crazy. And now Reuniclus is going to set the room back up and do a bunch of damage to Politoed. And Machamp is just in position to just start punching.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Trick Room is too early on. I don't have what I need to stall at the extra turn that I need for Tornadus to win this game, so that's it.
How come you didn't Gyro? Curious.
Gyro actually was 61 to 84.
Really?
Yeah. I guess that's still stronger, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I assumed that this Machamp was slow. So I figured that Earthquake was probably faster. I mean, probably hard to hit.
Gotcha, that makes sense. But Machamp ends up clutching out this game after some very unfortunate crit on Tyranitar. But of course, getting that confusion hit on Garchomp was all it needed to turn it around. Uh,
Yeah.
that was a good comeback. You know, sometimes
He needed to
yeah.
to really get that win late like that.
Apparently the stream is buffering. I'm seeing from OBS. So hopefully I'm not losing internet. That would suck. Because we got game 3 to talk about. So let me know in chat if the stream is lagging or it just doesn't look good. And I'll see what I can do.
I'm pulling it up inside.
All right, but in the meantime, we got a game 3 to talk about. So here we go. I'm just going to flip the perspective to keep it consistent. And saying hello to future me on the PR. Of course, like the video. But Corey elects to do the exact same thing again.
Yeah. So
I guess he can't. Well, go ahead.
No. You go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't think he can really switch in anything. Someone has to die there, and it can't be two women, or else, like, we see that a single hit does, like, 3/4 of its HP.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't switch Milo in. He has to let someone go down.
Well,
I am confused as to why it's Excadrill every time, though.
Yeah, I feel like Excadrill definitely has a lot to offer because you've seen this guard jump. Like, if it locks into SD or into Outrage, which it needs to do to beat Shaman, you know, then you have your opportunity to come in. You can click Rock Tomb, slow it down. You know, an Earthquake to finish it off, since Shaman HP Ice would have likely put it in the range anyway. Ernest, great click with Grass Knot, catching T-Tar coming in.
Yeah. If one pause it real quick. Let's talk about the opening real quick. So
yeah.
Corey and really wanted to get his rocks up. I think Tornadus was a big worry of his, and Cloyster being able to switch in and out freely. That said, I do think the proper play was to go hard Milotic turn 1, because I have to spin the turn Shell Smashing, right?
Yeah.
So you have HP Electric to just kill Cloyster after Shell Smash, because we saw that in game 2.
Yeah.
I think you just let Milo take the 60 to 70. You switch your Excadrill out and you fight for rocks another day.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because then it makes you make the decision. And then we see a potentially different avenue in the game, because Corey has played the entire game on the back foot. And this does not help his case to come back out of it. Because, again, here comes the Tornadus with the Grass Knot.
Tornadus you didn't have to fight in game 1.
Yeah.
Because it was dead.
Or really in game 2 because of Trick Room.
Yeah. So getting Tornadus involved was also pretty big. But we see here Cobble Berry Shaman. This man did not want Tornadus to have fun, and I understand.
Yeah.
I would also like to point out that
I gotta take a little credit on that one.
The second set in PR where Torn has lost to a Cobble Berry grass type, because I did the same thing to Vivi's Torn.
Yeah.
With Vile Bloom.
Tornadus Tornadus allergic to grass.
And now Garchomp comes in, it's clicked SD. Machamp's played Go for Freeze, because this turn did take a while. You guys were really thinking about it.
Yeah.
Do you remember what was going through your head here? I can go back a turn.
I think I locked in Slur's Dance pretty early. I'm like, I know he can't kill in 1 unless it crits.
Right.
So I'm gonna play the 1 in 8, I think it is. And 1 in 8, I win this game right now. 1 in 8, we have to fight somewhere. And I'm on the back foot. But I know my Milotic being hurt, awesome. T-Tar took damage earlier, so he's now in outrage range. So that outrage right there is free. I just need two people have to die, and Corey has to decide who they are.
Yep. And now T-Tar has to do it all. Not hitting yourself in confusion that time, but Garchomp.
He did the thing. And all year, out of all season, it's been Garchomp hasn't left the Pokeball. What does blood even do?
Yeah.
This is what blood does.
This is
He
what
only
he
comes
does. This is what he's here for.
I look. He looked across at Corey. We stood across Final Valley, like Naruto and Sasuke, and Garchomp said, "I'm gonna."
He said, "Nah, I'd win." All right, but that was fun. I think it was you played that well. Definitely a rough matchup for Corey, but again, that second game played really well. Another example of you get crit, this shit sucks. How can you not lose from there?
Yep.
And you did very well with it. Sometimes you got to get a little lucky after you get unlucky. That's Mons.
Yep. At the end of the day, this is all gambling anyway.
True. It's just gambling with land sharks.
Gambling with a little bit of math and a little bit of earthquake. That's all you got.
That's right. So we're gonna hop over to the next set. This is my set against David. I'm going to refresh because I forgot who the middle two were. So this matchup is very interesting for a couple of reasons. David truly has the only team that he could assemble a team of 6 and just shit on Kieran Black. And that's
the only team.
I haven't had to deal with that yet. Of just like I could put a thing in front of it and deal with it, which is like that's annoying, man. I like my guy to cheat.
Yeah, known cheater all year, killing people, clicking outrage. What are you gonna do when a fortress is across from you?
Exactly. So going into this matchup, the first thing is of course trying to figure out how to break through David's defensive core. Skarmory and Clefable are not here, but also were very good options to bring. His team's really strong. All his mons have their place, and they all feasibly could have shown up. So the main thing is my team really struggles with guys that are over base 100 that don't touch the ground. In this situation, Lander is the big problem because I can't remove it with Dugtrio. I have to address it with these guys. And in Sand Forest with Life Orb, Earthquake one-shots Fizdef Blastoise. Stone Edge one-shots Fizdef Zapdos. It's very scary. So Uxie is kind of the only guy that can hang out. And the thing with Uxie is it's very good into offensive Pokemon, but it doesn't do anything into the defensive guys because they can just status it, set up hazards, and just be passive. So going in, I played a couple mocks with JT, and that was kind of the name of the game was I could get Uxie in to stop the offensive onslaught, but then the fat guys came in, I couldn't deal with them. So I added on Magic Coat, which just 1v1s Hippowdon, barring any coverage move. It can't Toxic me, it can't Whirlwind, it can't set up rocks, and it can't EQ. This also stretches to Skarmory, it has to press Brave Bird. So he can't Spike, Whirlwind, any of that. Clef can, knock off and be annoying, but I do have U-Turn to get out of there. And of course I have my own Stealth Rock button. And I could just sit there and do that until David either messes up or he gets bored. The rest of the team is kind of just to facilitate getting Kieran Black into position to where I can press buttons. The moveset I ended up with was Outrage, Ice Beam, and HP Fire. I suffered my Skarmory matchup by getting rid of Fusion Bolt. Thankfully, it's not here. So that was really cool. Because otherwise, Fortress is just going to sit in front of Kyurem and spin and set up rocks and be really annoying. And Doug is here to eliminate Virizion. That's it. That's his job.
Might be the first time ever I looked at a matchup and said, man, Fortress feels really strong.
Yeah.
That would be a statement no one has ever said before.
Yeah, Fori is really scary. So I'm gonna jump in here. So John Asshole is going to lead it off. And like I said, I'm content to just press Magic Coat. And guys, I'm going to do this for 6 straight turns.
No way.
Hey, gaming.
Like I said, I can PP stall Gyro Ball. I can PP stall Stealth Rock. Toxic. I don't really care. Still doing it. And now I have Toxic Powdon, which is awesome. What's up?
Can I say that when we were playing around preparing for this set, I did think to myself as you were clicking Magic over and over and over again in our practice games, I was like, this becomes a test of will. Who can press the same button more?
Yeah.
If I'm Fortress, I'm clicking all 32 of those toxics.
Yeah.
That's a wild statement.
So now that I've Toxic to Powdon, which is really all I wanted out of this exchange, I'm going into Heracross in case he wants to press Toxic again, so I can get my Guts boost. And then start to rip some holes, which is what I really need. I see Rock Slide. That's good to know. And here comes Landorus. I'm content to just throw off a move, and I miss. So it's time to go into Uxie and just sit there. And it is HP flying.
Funny.
Which is very funny. So I use this opportunity to get my rocks up.
I wonder if it's a special or a mixed Lando.
Yeah, I believe it ends up mixed, but I was definitely glad to see that it wasn't Life Orb, because that was very scary. Not seeing leftovers is actually a big sigh of relief, because in practice games, JT kind of bullied me with substitute Rotom. And thankfully, it's not. It's Scarf. And this Zapdos is very specially defensive. I could take 3 T-Bolts from Rotom.
It's like this Pokemon game took place in Bizarro World. Like, getting bullied by substitute Rotom in Fortress is crazy.
Yeah, I know. That was a... Yeah. I get the nice call out here with Zap and the HP Ice on Lando. I just wanted to catch Hippowdon because it was in range because it's Toxic, where I can try to 2-hit KO it and start to stall it. So this was a very nice consolation prize.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Good night,
that's a big scary guy.
Very scary guy. And I cannot let Zapdos get Toxic. So I'm going to go into Heracross every time to try to get my Guts boost. Hasn't happened yet. This turn, I decide I'm going to go for SD.
Very scary.
And just start ripping holes. And Fortress is going to take a bajillion damage. Goes for Gyro Ball and not Spin. So those rocks
one
are
of
gonna
those.
be here to stay.
Fortress is sticking around one way or another.
Yeah. Kind of just position this so that I can never let Fortress be annoying. Keep Heracross around, just in case I have to break Hippowdon, absorb a Toxic. So here we go again. I'm content to just throw off a move. And right here, Hippo is barely out of range. And I also really want to keep Zapdos around, just in case I have to use this thing for Virizion check or anything like that. And I know I can Roost on Milotic. So right now my game plan becomes when Virizion comes in, I don't need Blastoise, I don't need to spin. He doesn't do anything. I'm going to sack this guy and position myself to get Zapdos in on Milotic.
Oh.
So here's Verizon. Does not SD. It's not Life Orb. I'm afraid he shed Shell. And I go Uxie here to force Milotic to come in, and I got my Roost.
Oh, look at that. Milotic, unfortunately, just a little too slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really think I want to imagine a world where Milo is fast.
You know what?
Let's not do that.
Funny enough, faster than you would think, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He's...
And Volt Switch to get a crit, which just speeds up this end game. I can go Heracross. Here's Rotom. He's gonna click Volt Switch and kill me. Now I can learn if Virizion is Shit Shell or not. So I can Aerial Ace this guy. There he goes. It's Rotom versus the world.
Love the name.
This game's over.
And no trio.
And I let Uxie get the last kill. Because he earned it by clicking Magic Code 5 times.
Good job, Uxie.
And you
Cooking made up moves.
Yeah, right?
And you
Yeah, so it's nice when the game plan that you spend, honestly, I think I mocked for like 2+ hours with this team. It's nice to have the game plan just work the way you want. I didn't even need to put Kyurem on the field. So this second game, my plan is to get him established and wreak havoc. Alright, so here is Rotom. I know his switch-in is Hippowdon every time. I'm going to get on top of that and just go Kyurem. And just click Ice Beam. And
now what?
go ahead.
That Ice Beam, Hippowdon definitely takes one, doesn't it?
It does. Since David had not seen Kyurem, I knew his default is just gonna be I gotta put Fortress in front of him. Obviously, I have HP Fire and it is in kill range, so now I don't have to worry about rocks or spin.
Jeez.
And here's the SD. Uxie can take one. So all I gotta do is U-turn out and go into Doug and get rid of that guy.
Uxie took that very well.
Yeah, Uxie is ridiculous. Good Pokemon. So we get rid of that guy. And now the only offense left is Landorus.
What is the item on that Parisian? Because we saw it wasn't Shed Shell. I don't think I saw a life orb.
I think it was Expert Belt.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go for SD, try to get greedy. He's got Dragon Tail.
Brings in the worst
Zapdos,
dude possible.
which is really, really cool. And I'm gonna double Uxie. Because I thought Hippo would come in or something, but it's a good time to get the rocks up. Eventually the Scalds will burn, right guys? Surely.
Well,
No. I played all last season getting 0 skull burns in games. I don't think it's real. I think it's broken.
Yeah, that's true. So now we're gonna do a little shuffle. Basically, I'm just trying to drag Hippowdon in here. Here it comes. Oh wow, there he is. And like game 1, I'm going Heracross.
I think.
What's up?
Oh, finally got the toxic. That turn you roared out Milotic. I think David also clicked Dragon Tail.
He did, yeah. Which is cool because I had Icy Wind on my Blastoise with enough speed to outrun Virizion at -1.
Oh wow.
So
Funny.
if he wanted to try to set up on me, I could prevent him from doing that. So Heracross he did his job. He beat Hippowdon. Here's Zapdos, and David is gonna unload the Scarf.
Yeah, why don't you take that?
Yeah, I really would like him to give me back my lunch. But now we're at the point where Kyurem Black is in. This Milotic cannot break my sub, so I am gonna do that. David scouting for Fusion Bolt. But now that I have the sub, I can click Beam, and most importantly, Milotic just put itself into Outrage range, and
Wow.
Kyurem has done it. So
Yay.
that was the game plan, and it worked. So I was really proud of that team, and it's nice when things come together. Something planned interactions.
Yeah, that's been the name of the game this week.
Yeah. So as long
Knowing,
if you know what your opponent is gonna do to combat you, you can position yourself better.
yeah,
Yippee.
I think it's nice to see Kieran Black not be able to just hit the field whenever it wants and kill whoever it wants. Nice to see him have to play around some stuff a little bit.
Yeah, had to earn it a little bit.
Yeah,
A little bit of a
but
lure set and all that good stuff.
but yeah, Magic Coat very fun. Gonna see how I could steal that.
Yeah, Magic Code's cool. I hope to see it utilized more because rapid spinning is so hard. What if you just don't let your opponent's rocks go up at all? And most
What if
importantly,
everybody
I don't have
was
a guy
Satu?
with taunt on my team. That was another
Oh,
reason for yeah.
the more you talk, the more notes I'm taking, man. The more notes I'm taking. Faster than base 100, doesn't have taunt. But, okay.
Garchomp's not real. Anyway,
It can hurt you though. Still.
we got a couple of game threes to talk about. Because we spent 50 minutes talking about our 3 sets. So we had so much good gaming this week, and we wanted to highlight some cool game 3s that happened. So this is Adam and Vivi. Game 1, Vivi got down to business, did everything she needed to do, and just kind of tore through. Adam, I shouldn't say tore through. It was just well positioned for Haxorus to win. It is a Choice Scarf Haxorus, Scarf Victini, Spadef on Ferroseed, and Calm Mind 3 attack Suicune. Adam has good old Lucario, regular Dragonite, a very, very cool Rotom. Not Rotom. This guy, Spiritomb.
Spiritomb.
He's got Pursuit. And
the evil Rotom.
And evil Rotom. And game 2, Adam had some nice play for Weavile, getting well-timed crits after just some devastating Scald burns. So he was able to pull it out. And now we find ourselves at game 3. So here we go. Pharisee is asking you a question. Please respond to him in chat. Thank you.
Let's.
So we see Donphan come in. Get the rocks up. And there's the seeds. So we're content to sit here. Donphan gonna spin. Take some chip damage from the barbs. Get rid of all the shit.
And get it put right
And-
back up.
Yeah. Earthquake doing a lot. In this situation, I feel like, Adam, you got to get out of there. What are we doing here? You know, you're just letting Paraseed annoy you for no reason. But it's working. Kind of.
It feels like you kind of want Donphan alive as like a high defense guy to stop hacks from doing some stuff.
Correct. And that was one thing we did see in game 1.
And Victini. Like, I'm looking at Vivi's side. I'm looking at Vivi's side, and she really has the scary guys in this set. I feel like Haxorus, Victini, Cloyster, like 3 guys who can just beat you down.
Yeah. So all the Scald burns from last set are now all present here.
Bobberbog,
Bobberbog is here.
also known as Potential Mon.
Only if you're Corey and the
Stop
world's
calling
supreme
this guy
leader.
Potential Mon. I'm tired of the disrespect of Suicune.
This is Potential Mon because of the people who willed him.
Yikes.
Damn.
I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
Crispy Will at home.
Crispy Will at home. Talk to this guy. Alright. Anyway. So Suicune is kind of cooking right here. Adam going for CC. I would have loved to have seen an SD right there. But instead, Lucario is gone. Everything is going awry. And Adam is rewarded with a nice crit, and we have a game. Otherwise, this would have been a Suicune masterclass. Vaporeon,
But it seems like Potential Mon has done it again.
Truly has done it again.
Like, like our good friend Aaron Reyes says, 0 wins, 0 kills, 7 crown mines. We're gonna ignore the addendum down there.
Addendum that he's done it. And are we going to see Adam Scaldburn? No. It turns out that is impossible. Some players just don't get Scaldburns. Here comes
It's not allowed.
Weavile. Weavile is going to take out Tentacruel, which is quite nice. Here's Victini. He's going to throw off a big blast.
Boom.
But looking at the board, right, I don't think this Cloyster has Ice Shard. So Dragonite can take a V-Create, and because Victini is at -1, doesn't matter.
Oh, great. Sometimes God
Yikes.
says you lose.
Yeah. I felt very bad for Adam. He had some very unfortunate luck happen to him in this game.
Yeah, because you get one up with D9. I mean, Oyster definitely takes one, right? Of anything D9 can do.
Yeah, I mean, if
Unless
he's
you're
low
like
kick
teching
would
on
have killed.
Thunderbolt or something. You think so?
I think so.
Oh, low
Push-
kick on Weavile. or
Low
something.
kick on Weavile would have killed, yeah. But no, wait, the Haxorus was Yachi Berry, not Choice Scarf. So Haxorus was going to win unless we got Super Crit with Night Slash. But it was still a tough end because you hate to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, you hate to see the crit on the nuclear bomb.
Yeah. So Vivi won the set 2-1, moving to 4-4. Turns out that Haxorus trade was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad that they didn't let JT complete the all 5 parts of Exodia, but
Yeah, for the best.
not the best for my guy.
I hope you like Dragonite because he's back.
Holy Dragonite.
So we got Izzy and David. This is game 3. Izzy won the first game and David won the second game. David, you know him, you love him. Gravity Man. Chief Season Complainer. And Izzy quietly trying to make a push for the last playoff spot. Ever since she picked up Metagross, seems like she's been playing well. She's definitely a late season kind of player. By the time it all starts to click, rattle off a couple wins, and hopefully make some magic happen. So
Yeah, I mean, just looking at Izzy's team, like adding Metagross was a great addition because her team was so ice weak.
Yeah.
So this kind of allows her big scary guys to be big and scary now.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because having your whole team weak to ice is just not good. But let's jump in. So how will David gravity his way out of this one? Here's
We got
Calm
Weed.
Mind guy. That's cool.
That's cool. That's cool. I like
do it
Calm
again.
Mind Verizon.
David not switching, which is interesting. We're gonna see Volt Switch or no? Nah, just content to HP Ice it down. Magnezone,
Yeah,
admittedly kind of useless in this matchup.
yeah, because you can't really hang with Metagross. You don't really do nothing.
Yeah, you got that Earth Power immunity with the balloon, but I think you take that trade.
Metagross for Verizon Wireless seems really good in this game.
Now here's the rant. He's got T-Wave. Did you guys know that he got T-Wave? I didn't.
I did.
No.
I did not know that Ant did anything. Truthfully.
Yeah.
It seems a little bit rude. I'm pretty sure that dude is a fat attack stat.
Yeah,
I think you
Durant's
do.
good.
I think he's got good defense too.
He does. Just don't hit him on the special side. He'll die. So here is Starmie. Click and pump, doing 30%, which is pretty good. Here comes Miltank. Miltank is gonna eat the Draco Meteor, and by eat I mean die.
Wow. I mean, that's 12 feet of snow for a reason.
True.
This guy is messed up.
Big and stupid. You see Vacuum Wave.
Vacuum wave, interesting.
Oh, here comes Starmie. And Izzy gets the spin,
Rock.
which is really, really nice. And we see big pump action. Look
Ooh.
at this. Gamers,
Yeah,
gamers reflect
yeah.
type.
Give me your type.
Give me your type. Really cool because you lived the Thunder Punch.
Now you are a steel psychic
Unfortunately,
type
you
and
are still weak to Chandelure. And now there's not much you could do about a double scarf meta.
David's favorite thing.
David's favorite thing. This man crumbles in the face of 2 choice scarfs.
Yeah, I understand why David B. Gravity was crashing out after this set, because to not only
And that
to not
mess
only yeah, that's pretty bad. Not only to lose, but to lose to 2 scarves couldn't have happened. So couldn't have happened so worse.
Yeah.
In a worse set.
Yeah, we also don't see. And goddamn.
I would like to point out that was a crit.
Yes. Durant's very good. He's a good guy. I don't know if this was the correct play. Never mind. It probably was because he has HP Fire. But Izzy can just click Flamethrower twice and win this game. And that's gonna do it. Izzy is gonna get a big win. And we love that for her. Hell yeah.
Good job, Izzy. This is another scenario of setting up your guy to click his buttons at the end.
That's right.
Your scarf guy to just click the buttons that they need.
Click the kill move.
Click the kill move. And now, I wanted to talk about this set in full. And then I was instructed by our guest commentator that nothing happens. We'll be here all night. So
Truly nothing ever happens.
nothing happens. Let's summarize it. Game 1. Suicune goes behind a sub and gets to +4 and sweeps. Game 2. Chris gets a Toxic on Suicune. Crispy Will cannot defeat Quagsire. Here we are. Game 3. Now, looking at team preview, the big one is Mamoswine. This guy runs the show. He kills everybody. How do you stop this man from clicking his butt? You don't. And don't say Suicune because Wag's finger.
You do have to let your dog get him. If your dog doesn't get him, it's looking bad.
Yeah. And after, because again, we didn't talk about game 2. You can't let Suicune get Toxic. That's really your only way to make progress, admittedly funny enough, through Quagsire, who otherwise just sits here. And that's really funny.
That's my guy. That's my guy, Colon 3.
We love Colon 3. Here we go. So we see Big Gaming Gengar. Will you turn out? And here is Chumbo Dog. We're gonna get the sub up. And we're gonna go into Suicune. A little Icy Wind. Kinda nice. Going off a little T-Ball, doing decent damage. But now Suicune's really low.
Yeah, I'm going behind that sub. We got THT in the chat. This set was dumb and stupid. You heard it from the man himself.
Yeah, exactly. So you can forgive us for expediting.
This set was great for banter. If you were in the chat that night, it was great banter.
Only imagine Will talking to THT when Will is in a losing position.
So right
oh
here.
My god, he's so rude.
First thing to talk about. Right, we see the Volt Switch. The rocks are gonna come up here. Tentacruel does not spin. Goes for Scald. And on this roar, gets the Moth.
Oh,
that's tough.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah, that's bad.
And Shuka Berry.
And then Shuka misses the Stone Edge though.
It's brutal. It's brutal. Oh, but you got gaming. He's here.
He's him.
And here's the fat guy. Go for the wind. But he's clear body. He doesn't
Can't
care.
lower-
But the wisp.
Can't lower that guy's stats.
Mm-mm. The rocks are here to stay. Gengar is gonna chill behind a sub. And I'm gonna just let you know, not much is gonna happen for a little bit.
That's when nothing happens. I love 400 turns of Pokemon.
Someone had to.
My only comment for these next couple turns is nonsense occurs. Wisp, sub, full switch. Ready?
Oh boy.
Oh, he clicked a different move this time. Ready?
Yeah,
Doesn't
damn it,
matter.
it's
Jolteon.
over.
What's gonna stop him from getting up another
Sub.
sword?
Oh, got Shadow Ball this time. But this time, got him. Got his ass.
Got him.
Wow.
Makes you wonder why I wasn't clicking Shadow Ball all those other times.
It's a great question.
Nope.
Anyway, here's.
I think he wanted to take the damage. I think Will was trying to condition to get the T-Bolt on the Jolteon, so he
Yeah.
kept Volt switching out.
Which is just so funny. Now bringing in the Ghost on the spin.
Big colon threes in the chat.
Big colon 3. Oh, big crits. Big crits and big colon 3s. You wonder, does this Jolteon have HP Grass?
The answer might surprise
The
you.
answer might surprise you, because
There's
the
some-
set would have been over by now.
If you just had HP Grass, she screams into the void, but Crispy Will cannot hear her.
He is wearing AirPods.
Crispy Will is in the room over, taking a nap.
For the 2 ground types weak to grass, you would think.
You would think. Suicune is going for Calm Minds. Quag had Rindo Berry. But he get the burn,
Oh.
and now Suicune is healing on Quagsire.
That's when nothing happens.
Why would I prep for the bad Pokemon? If your team loses to the bad Pokemon, then you did it bad. Like the video. That's all I
Like and
got.
subscribe.
Unfortunate miss on the Will-O-Wisp, but now Suicune is back at 34%. Only a hero can save us, and his name is Mamoswine. But not this time.
It's Glorbing time.
It's Glorbin time. Will is
I
going to make
guess
the
it's
great
not.
play, and Stone Edge the Gyarados coming in.
It's Gary time. It's no longer Gary time.
Gary is dead.
Now here's Mamo.
Now it's Glorbin time.
We're Glorbin so hard. We're crashing out. Hell yeah.
Who up in the club Glorbin it?
True. And all of this
Oh.
has led to a hammer arm miss.
Worst thing to possibly happen to you when staring down the barrel of a Mamoswine.
And because that is a choice scarf to Mamoswine, Manabuzz has to come in here to die so that Mamo can just click Earthquake. We got the Whirlwind, and now Suicune is effectively
Suicune's
dead. A nice click. I'm going to go on my rant about substitute Suicune.
Okay.
Why bother? You're going to lose all your HP that you can't recover back outside of lefties? What if you just killed things?
Just click
Just
online.
click the button. Get the Scald. Use HP Electric, or you're walled by water types, and it feels bad. And if they have Haze or a phasing move, you just die. Anyway. Glorp.
Glorp this
Glorp.
guy.
We're glorped.
Big day for
That was a
ground
rough one.
types.
Huge day. Chris is going to pull that one out. Delivering Crispy Will's first actual loss this season.
Yeah. First
because
loss,
his
not the
first game was
happenstance.
forwarded. Aaron, sorry you were not on docket this week. I'm sorry, but we're very proud of you. We will talk about that when we get to the final wrap up. Our last set of the week is Big Blaze Conference Showdown. We got Frank and Lily. Now, Lily, you are here in chat, so you can add in any specifics. But looking at this team preview, if Cresselia has Shed Shell, Lily is going to have a long afternoon. If it doesn't, this is a much easier game. What do you guys think? What do you guys got anything fun and nice to add?
Oh, Frank's here too.
Oh, Frank is here. Oh my goodness. Hi.
I I look at Frank's team and I go, wow, that's a good guy. Wow, that's a good guy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good guy, and so on and so forth.
Wow.
No shitters present on one side, and then the other side has Hitmontop on it. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
It's tough. It's tough. It was definitely an uphill battle for Lily's team. Frank's just got so much stats and so many fat guys that don't care about nothing.
That's true. We've seen in Lily's other games, which against Zapdos and Thunder's Therian, she really struggles with the big electric type clicking buttons. Jordagon being the only thing that can kind of hold it together. And he could do it, but it's just not for a long time. And Kingdra being the follow-up to the electric type is very, very scary.
Yeah.
Even more so than like Kieran Black or Haxorus were in the other situations. Terrakion does not scare Kingdra like Kingdra scares Tarak. Gamers here, Frank, Lily, is there anything you guys want to add before I press the play button? We'll give them time. Several people are typing. Lily says, I couldn't build around Shaman and Raikou, and I needed spin.
Yeah, it was very. I assisted Lily with a couple practice games, and Raikou was so strong.
Frank says, Ernest, you suck.
That's crazy. Only one of us is undefeated, pal.
I'm gonna press the button now. Here we go. Here's Landorus Centibrox, and now he's paralyzed. Glare is cool. Landorus does a lot of damage with Earthquake. Mandibuzz is gonna come in and
Good
get
job,
Stone Edged.
Oh!
And the Whirlwind is gonna bring in Raikou.
Okay, can we get a can we pour one out for Mandibuzz?
Pour one out for Mandibuzz. You got it. Wrong guy.
In the pizza conference, buddy. You know what? You're gonna make me be mean to the Blaze conference, okay? You're gonna make me be mean to you guys. The pizza conference is only pizza in name.
It's just people that are silly. Doesn't mean it's been subpar gaming. It's been quite good. Anyway,
Whirlwind brought in Raikou each time, says Lily. Yep,
it's true. Cresselia does have the shed shell, so now things get very, very dicey. It is HP Fire, not HP Ice, because Ferrothorn noticeably not here.
That's what I was gonna say. No Ferrothorn is
honestly
correct.
Tough. That's correct. Bring Ferrothorn into the horses. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Landorus was paralyzed by the stunning beauty of Gothitelle. I hated saying those words. Tim wrote it in my script.
You're blaming me for that statement?
Yeah, it says it right there.
you want to go through your list of waifus and how many of them are goth women? Because
That's crazy.
you're losing
What
that
is this
one.
about?
Yeah, wow, the
What is this?
propaganda is
Wait.
being put out there. That's crazy. This
That's
guy loves
crazy.
Raven from Teen Titans. That's crazy.
Yeah, who would ever have such a thing when they're a child?
They kind of set it up,
Child.
dude.
I know when Three Houses came out, and I knew who you married in that game. You were
Oh,
not a kid
do
for
not
that.
That's
show-
crazy.
Do not show this man Boulder's Gate 3. He's going home with Shadowheart.
That's Jordan's woman, actually. Anyway,
true.
Pokemon. Crest killed Hippotop. Wow, that's crazy. Here comes Arcanine. And there is gaming happening. Frank is just clicking the buttons, and you know what? Sometimes you just have to click the button because your opponent can't do anything about it.
Like,
True.
I don't know. What if I jump into the river? Says Lily. I think this one was hard for for our defending champ.
Yeah,
His
sometimes you got rough matchups, and this is one. This is a certified Raikou moment. Hit the button.
This dog is so good.
Raikou behind a sub.
Hazel taking damage, getting Raikou. I don't know if that crit mattered, but in the grand scheme of this game, it doesn't. Here's Gothitelle. Gothitelle's gonna die to Seed Flare.
I don't want to say that Frank's team is kind of Unga Boonga in nature.
Any team that
But
has
he does.
on it.
Yeah, because he just has he has Pokemon that either just press the button or they just sit in front of you. Those are the two options.
It's a very meat and potatoes kind of team, where it's like,
Yeah,
the dudes that are there are gonna do their thing. Can you stop them from doing it?
I mean, I guess not. I mean, the man is 6'2".
He's 6'2", but he's not 6'2".
Many people
I
are
actually
saying
don't know that. If that's true, that's crazy.
He's quite tall.
No,
Tim,
as
you're
someone who
quite
is
short,
6'2",
I mean, that's true. I'm short, but he was tall.
Frank, drop the height in the chat.
my team
Lily
is
says her
very
name
Chinese.
is Chinese, and I don't know what that means, but I
Her
feel like I
team
can
is
agree with it.
I'm in a very Chinese part of my life right now. Open parentheses, Lily's team.
Yeah.
He's 6'2"? Oh, nah. See, as a guy that's
That's
6'2",
crazy.
you give short. You do give short, though. I'll be honest, Frank. You give short. I didn't want to have to look this man in the eyes when I inevitably have to see him in person.
And where are the average height people? Is it just me? I feel like it's just me. Chillin' 5'9". Anyway, Mandibuzz is knocking.
That's good.
That's good.
If you get a chance to knock Cresselia, that's huge.
Yeah, that's Frank just cannot let that happen. And yeah, I feel like every Stone Edge has missed Mandibuzz, except for the one that brought in Raikou in the Whirlwind. Big crit with Surf. I wonder how much that mattered because Dragon Pulse did 51. Surf is 95 power and Dragon Pulse is 80.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It'd be close. It's probably a roll. I like the Ice Beam click.
Another
trying to
missed
catch-
Stone Edge.
Yeah. How about another one?
Jesus Christ. Not Cabalion, is Terrakion battling with its eyes closed?
Maybe. After game one, Frank Slanderous was blind and parried, but this is a slight mandate of
Another miss.
of heaven game.
This might be mandate of hell.
Yeah.
I don't think the Lord smiles upon Frank like that.
That's crazy. There's the para. And now staring down the entire team, it's Azelf versus the world. It's gonna have to nasty plot a bajillion times.
and not get screwed over by statuses.
Very
And a
good
very
para.
well-timed para. And Ice Beam going for freeze. It's not enough. And
Good job, Azo. Very cool.
Arcanine is here to go for the crit and doesn't get it. Anyway, I'm gonna let this run through. Azelf Aura Farms, reverse 6-0. Because we need a game 3. And that's what it's all
Looking
about.
good. Looking good for its stats.
This guy's got 900 special attack right now.
Jesus Christ.
And now we go game 3. And in my notes, I put going into this, Frank has to just not let that happen again, and hopefully both of you hit your Stone Edges. Here we go.
Just don't let
Just
it be
don't.
you.
Alright, so let's get some rocks up. That's what we need. Do 60%. And here we go. It doesn't end.
Epic PR Gaming liked the video.
Like the video for Past Matt. Thank you.
Past Matt knows what he's talking about.
I do. Here's the SD. Lando gonna U-turn out. Cresselia is pretty free in here. Here she is. Stone Edge doing 51%.
51 at +2 is insane.
And Cress is down. This is a huge boon for Lily. She could definitely make some progress here. However, Tarak is in extreme speed range. Drudgun is too. And he's dead. Here comes Hitmon ass. He's gonna go for fake out, do no damage. And take 70%.
this Pokemon's so good.
Yeah. Frank says,
crazy.
I don't care about Hitmontop. I'm getting my rocks back up. Gonna crit Stone Edge
Oh,
on
that's
Mandibuzz.
tough.
Welcome back, Raikou.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately, some of the luck of all time. Jesus Christ.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
You live by the luck, you die by the luck sometimes. I've said it on here before that the hack swings both ways. Sometimes you get hella unlucky, and sometimes you get hella lucky. And you hope that it meets in the middle when it matters. This Kingdra is going crazy. Frank, you can remind me, does this have Rain Dance? Because I thought if you clicked Rain Dance this turn, like, it just instant GG. But if you didn't, then never mind. At this point, the game's pretty much over.
No. I mean, Azelf could do something goofy like it did last time.
It could, however, it doesn't have to fight a paralyzed Cresselia. Here comes Shaman on the nasty plot. We're hoping for the best. It does have Rain Dance.
Frank says, oh,
yeah. Oh shit. So Lando is gonna take out Tarak. Azelf is gonna throw up a Hail Mary. Now I don't know the damage rolls here, but if HP Ice put Azelf into range of Arcanine, I think that's your click. If it doesn't, carry on. Because if you were to lose on a Seaflare miss, if that was me, I'd be jumping off my balcony. But if it doesn't, then never mind. But hooray! Epic gaming moment in history. It didn't. Very good. Hooray! Now let's go to PR rankings. That was a fun set.
just sometimes the Pokemon can't hit the broadside of a barn, dude.
So true. So let's go over our PR rankings. We'll start the Volt Conference. Ernest, you are still undefeated.
Yippee.
Your team is broken.
Many people are
You
saying.
getting Tornadus was a sin. I wish the trade request did not come through at 11 p.m.
Shouts out Brian for making me work for it. He kept putting me in saw traps. The trade for Tornadoes. But now I got it, and now it's fucked up and stupid.
Fucked up and stupid, and we can all admit that we were foolish. Brian chilling at the number 2 spot, 7-1. Brian's just kind of been walking into the game, beating the fuck out of you, and then walking out.
Yeah, this felt like
Brian, like myself, has only played in 2-0s, no game 3s. Wait, no, that's not true. Is that true? I should don't know. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta confirm. No, it's true. Yeah. Game 3 is overrated. Corey at 3, THG at 4, Will down at 5. And then we have FOA Chris 4-4. And then we get into the still in it crew. Don't look now. Izzy was 0-5, down 3-5.
That's a pretty impressive victory.
Bannon's on the downswing.
Kid right there.
David's on the downswing. Aaron got his first win.
Whoa.
Hank has beaten Dante. And that's it. So he's down here at 11. Blaze Conference. I am 7-1. I am still chilling at the top. I picked up Whimsicott over Mungus. So the base 100s over base 100s are not as scary. Frank jumping up to number 2. Kind of showing that he is doing it. Like I said, this is a meat and potatoes team. It's just a bunch of solid guys. They're not flashy. They show up, they do what they need to do, and they go home for dinner.
Sometimes your base stat total is just like 580, and you just rock out with that.
Yeah, so big drop of Lily going to 4 instead of 3. This is more because I feel like Lily's team's on a bit of a downswing. I think as a conference, we've kind of figured out how to play around Gothitelle. And it's kind of showing that there are some holes in Lily's team. And I think it is being carried by her being a strong player right now. Where I look at JT's team and I have some fears. I look at Lily's team and I go, if I can handle Tarak, I'm fine. Because if you play around Gothitelle, it's not scary. And there's just so much type overlap that it's kind of hard to. That's my reasoning. And you agree with me. So enough about that. Tim jumping to number 5 because this is everybody has the same record. Tim, you played very well.
Thank you.
We have a date this week. That'll be fun.
I will.
I like your
try my
Swampert
best to
pickup
get out
a
of
lot.
it.
By the way.
I feel a little bit bad dropping Miltank after Miltank did so much last game, but Swampert felt like a good pickup.
Yeah, now you have to make me pick my hidden power type, so thanks. I'm so sad.
Thank you for
You'll
your service,
figure it out, I'm
Miltank.
sure.
Hall
I
is
can get a
4
game,
and
I'm
4.
happy.
These goobers suck.
True.
Vivi's chilling at 7. Don't look now. She's making moves. It's coming. Can it sustain? Who's to say?
Vivi really utilizing the trade machine and the free agency, just making it work.
Just completely change the entire team. Like, I think only Cloister and Tentacruel are from the original team. Everyone else is gone. So if she can position herself to get into playoffs, Coach of the Year. Or GM of the Year, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's one heck of a turnaround. David chilling at number 8. His team is really, really strong. He's got a rough end of season schedule, as does Jordan. Being 3-5 right now in this conference is tough. You kind of have to win out, or hope that you're going up against one of the 4-4 teams. Because this top 4 is pretty set. Kind of just a matter of who's going to get the top 2 seeds. We don't have like the indicators for if like a team is locked in, but if you have 7 wins currently, you are 100% in. 6 I think is basically in, but it's not 100% guaranteed because of math that I don't feel like doing. But assume right now the magic number is 7 wins. You win 7 games, you've made playoffs. We will have a formal analysis next time.
Back next week.
We're getting close, man.
We're getting
the
close.
season's gone
Last
by
3
pretty quick.
weeks. End of the month, we'll be in playoff season. So we got some stat decks. JTB Patrick. Lantern had a nice day.
Yeah, we saw this one live as well. Agility Lantern. It was cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. Hall had a good time with his ground types.
That was a
He
goal
did
alert, man. But
Golurk.
Dr. B special of Rock Polish Golurk,
Rock
and
Polish
it was
Golurk's
very
really strong.
It is.
goal alert has been cooking.
Yeah. We talked about the set. We can see Weavile had his big moment at the end of the game. All right, Haxorus cleaned up that first game, so we talked about this one. Azov, Aura Farms. We talked about that one too. We talked about a lot of sets. Brian kind of did the little Vegas stuff,
And it worked.
It's interesting to see that now that Brian has Gothitelle, how it fares versus, because I mean the Blaze conference hasn't had the Volt conference hasn't had a ton of practice with Gothitelle. Like I think Aaron like doing other stuff.
yeah.
But now it'll be interesting to see if it wreaks the same kind of havoc that Lily did early on.
100% agree. Dante Gaming. Skarmory did a lot of hazard damage.
Wow, that's a lot.
Aaron and Hank, they had a nice duel. Ferrothorn just sat there. There's a lot of guys weak to rocks. You'd think, looking at these 3 guys at the end, that Ferrothorn wouldn't have been the best dude, but he was.
Aaron, another recipient in the 3-team trade that landed me Tornadus and Brian Gothitelle.
Yeah.
putting Victini to work.
Yeah,
immediately.
Aaron getting his first win of the season. Hell yeah. And we got our player decks. Track still in the lead there. I think we have a better breakdown of all the KOs. I don't know, but I always feel like this is like not organized, right? Where it's like not by KOs and it's not by damage. So
Which one?
I
Is
just
it
kind
by,
of
like,
know which one it is. But
Hidden
Conkelder is
value
here.
that
He's always here.
That's not Conkelder, man. That's a good Pokemon. Tim really
he's a good guy.
putting it to work.
Yeah, 100%.
Best Pokemon I've ever drafted.
Yeah, Mamoswine is really doing great over in the Pizza Time land.
Yeah, another guy just racking up those. And it's another guy with a stab priority move. Just noticing.
Yeah,
And
a lot of
meaty
priority
attack
guys picking off, and Comet Scarfers are also here as well. But of course, you guys are free to check this stuff out. It's always cool to see how they shift. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
We got 3
Well-
more weeks. It's gonna be a good time.
Lots of good gaming this week. Hopefully we keep that up.
Yes,
Right
let's
out
keep
to
it up 'cause,
playoffs.
this is probably our best week so far. We had a lot of game threes, a lot of good stuff. Yeah. Thank y'all for listening. Okay, bye.
Tune in next week.